A whale of a tail fish in the Bible and why they're fantastic. Fish have always held a special place in human history, and their significance is deeply rooted in the Bible. From the story of Jonah and the whale to the miraculous feeding of the 5,000, fish are more than just a source of sustenance. They are symbols of faith, miracles, and divine providence. Fish, they're not just for Fridays anymore. In fact, they have been a staple in diets around the world for centuries. Whether it's a delicious fried fish on your plate or a hearty fish stew, these aquatic creatures have been feeding humanity for generations. Especially if you lived in biblical times. Back then, fishing wasn't just a hobby, it was a vital part of daily life. People relied on fish as a primary source of food, and fishing was a common occupation. Back then, these underwater wonders were a way of life. Fishermen would cast their nets into the sea, hoping for a bountiful catch to feed their families and communities. The markets were bustling with fish vendors, each offering the freshest catch of the day. Food, jobs, even miracles. Fish were part of it all. The Bible is filled with stories where fish play a central role. Remember the miracle of the loaves and fishes? Jesus fed thousands with just a few fish and loaves of bread, demonstrating the power of faith and divine intervention. And guess what? They're packed with good stuff like those famous omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients are essential for our health, providing benefits that go beyond just filling our stomachs. You know, the ones that keep your heart happy, your brain sharp, and your mood brighter than a sunny day. Omega-3s are known to support cardiovascular health, improve cognitive function, and even boost your mood. It's no wonder fish are considered a superfood. Yep, fish are practically swimming in health benefits. From reducing inflammation to supporting eye health, the nutrients found in fish are vital for maintaining overall well-being. Dive in with me, and let's explore the amazing world of fish, from ancient scriptures to modern science. We'll uncover how these incredible creatures have been a source of inspiration, sustenance, and health for millennia. We're talking about a time when fast food meant actually catching your food, and believe me, it wasn't always pretty. Fishermen faced the elements, battled the seas, and often risked their lives to bring home the catch of the day. But fish, they were a reliable source of protein and nutrients. They provided the essential building blocks for a healthy diet, ensuring that people had the energy and strength to carry out their daily tasks. The Bible is full of stories about fish, and they're not just about casting lines and hoping for the best. These tales often carry deeper meanings, reflecting themes of faith, perseverance, and divine provision. These stories are about miracles, about faith, and about the incredible bounty of the natural world. They remind us of the interconnectedness of life, and the importance of respecting and preserving our natural resources. So grab your fishing poles and your sense of humor because we're about to reel in some biblical wisdom with a side of modern-day health advice. Whether you're a seasoned angler or just someone who enjoys a good fish story, there's something here for everyone. Let's cast our nets wide and see what we catch. Holy mackerel, fish miracles and more in the good book. The Bible is full of fascinating stories, and some of the most intriguing involve fish. From miraculous catches to divine feasts, fish play a significant role in many biblical tales. Now let's talk about the big fish in the Bible. No, not Jonah's whale, though that's a story for another time. Jonah's adventure inside the belly of a great fish is indeed legendary. But today we're diving into another fishy miracle. We're talking about the miracle of the loaves and fishes. This event is one of the most well-known miracles performed by Jesus, and it has been depicted in countless works of art throughout history. Picture this. Jesus is chilling with a crowd of thousands. Talk about a captive audience, right? People from all walks of life had gathered to hear his teachings, and they were hanging on his every word. But there's a tiny problem. They're all starving. After hours of listening, the crowd was getting hungry and there was no food in sight, no food trucks in sight, just a few measly fish and loaves of bread. A young boy had brought his lunch, but it was hardly enough to feed such a massive crowd. But Jesus, being the miracle worker he is, takes those meager rations and turns them into a feast fit for a king, or in this case, thousands of hungry folks. He blessed the food, and it miraculously multiplied, feeding everyone present. This story isn't just about filling bellies, it's about the power of faith and the abundance that comes when we trust in something greater than ourselves. It's a powerful reminder of the miracles that can happen when we have faith. It's a reminder that even when things seem scarce, there's always enough to go around if we're willing to share. The miracle of the loaves and fishes teaches us about generosity and the importance of community. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good fish fry, especially when it's served with a side of divine intervention? This story continues to inspire and remind us of the incredible things that can happen when we come together in faith and generosity. From fishermen to fishers of men. When Jesus recruited by the Sea of Galilee, it was a moment that would change the course of history. The Sea of Galilee, with its serene waters and bustling fishing activity, set the stage for an extraordinary transformation. Speaking of fish, remember those fishermen Jesus called to be his disciples? These men were not scholars or religious leaders. They were ordinary people, deeply connected to the rhythms of the sea and the demands of their trade. Yeah, those guys weren't exactly theologians when Jesus found them. They were rugged, hard-working individuals, accustomed to the challenges of life on the water. Their hands were calloused from handling nets, and their faces weathered by the sun and wind. They were rough around the edges, salt-of-the-earth dudes who knew their way around a fishing boat better than a scroll. Their expertise lay in their ability to read the sea, to know where to cast their nets for the best catch, and to work together as a team. But Jesus saw something special in them, a willingness to learn, a heart for service, and maybe a little bit of a competitive spirit when it came to casting nets. He recognized their potential to become leaders, to spread his message far and wide. He transformed these simple fishermen into fishers of men, casting out the net of faith and reeling in souls instead of salmon. Their journey from the shores of Galilee to the far reaches of the known world was nothing short of miraculous. It's a story about transformation, about second chances, and about the unexpected ways God can use anyone, even a bunch of smelly fishermen, to spread his message of love and hope. Their lives were forever changed, and through them, countless others found new purpose and direction. It's like a divine career fair, except instead of resumes, you need a fishing net and a whole lot of faith. The call to follow Jesus was an invitation to a new kind of life, one filled with meaning, adventure, and the promise of eternal significance. Omega-3, the biblical secret to a healthy heart and a clear conscience. But wait, there's more. Remember those omega-3s we talked about? Turns out they're not just good for your physical health. They might even give your conscience a boost. Okay, maybe not directly, but a healthy heart is often associated with a clear conscience, right? Think about it. When you're eating right and taking care of your body, you're more likely to feel good about yourself, and that includes feeling good about the choices you make. Omega-3s are like the unsung heroes of the nutrition world. They work behind the scenes, keeping your blood flowing smoothly, your arteries clear, and your heart pumping like a well-oiled machine. They're like the personal trainers of your cardiovascular system, whipping everything into shape and making sure you're ready for whatever life throws your way. Section 5, Brain Food from the Deep. How Omega-3s keep your noggin in tip-top shape. And don't even get me started on what Omega-3s can do for your brain. We're talking improved memory, sharper focus, and maybe even a boost in creativity. Think of Omega-3s as the brain food you actually enjoy eating. No offense to broccoli and walnuts, but sometimes you just need a delicious salmon fillet to get those synapses firing. So next time you're feeling mentally sluggish, skip the sugary energy drinks and reach for a plate of fish instead. Your brain will thank you for it, and you'll be one step closer to channeling your inner Einstein. Just try not to get too big-headed. Remember, even geniuses need their Omega-3s. Section 6, Feeling Blue. Omega-3s might be the mood booster you've been fishing for. But wait, there's even more. Omega-3s might just be the mood booster you've been searching for. No prescription required. Studies have shown that these powerful fatty acids can help regulate mood and reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. It's like having a little piece of ocean zen right on your plate. So, next time you're feeling stressed or down, skip the pint of ice cream and opt for a healthy serving of fish instead. Your mind and body will thank you for it, and you'll be well on your way to a happier, healthier you. Section 7, Fighting Inflammation. Like a boss, Omega-3s to the rescue, but the benefits don't stop there. Omega-3s are also powerful anti-inflammatory agents, which means they can help reduce inflammation throughout your body. We're talking about everything from joint pain to skin conditions to heart disease. Omega-3s are like the superheroes of the nutrition world, fighting inflammation on all fronts. So if you're battling chronic inflammation, adding more Omega-3s to your diet is like sending in the cavalry. They'll help soothe your aches, pains, and overall discomfort, leaving you feeling like a brand new you. Section 8, 2024. Newsflash, science says omega-3s are still making waves. And guess what? The scientific community is still geeking out over omega-3s in 2024. New research is emerging all the time, confirming what we already know. These fatty acids are nutritional rock stars. From boosting brain health to reducing the risk of chronic diseases, omega-3s are the gift that keeps on giving. So don't just take my word for it. Check out the latest research for yourself. You'll be amazed by the incredible health benefits these tiny molecules have to offer. Section 9. Get your fins on some fish. A biblical and delicious path to better health. So there you have it, folks. The next time you're looking for a healthy, delicious, and spiritually significant meal, look no further than your friendly neighborhood fish market. Whether you're a seasoned seafood aficionado or a curious newbie, there's a whole ocean of deliciousness waiting to be discovered. So go ahead, embrace your inner foodie, and get your fins on some fish. Your body, mind, and spirit will thank you for it. And hey, if it's good enough for Jesus and his disciples, it's good enough for us, right?